I start this video, I just want to get this out there, guys. Do not hate me for this video, because I'm going to say some things that I don't feel like I need to say, but I'm going to, because this movie just got me the urge to say certain things. So let's talk about the cliche mob movie with Melissa McCarthy. Yay. The Kitchen. This movie stars Melissa McCarthy, Tiffany Haddish, and the girl from Mad Men. I do not know her name. She's also in A Handmaid's Tale. I should know her name because she's like a freaking great actress. Like, she is great. She was in Us early this year. She was great in that. I mean, she's a great actress. What is it, Elizabeth Olsen? No, it's not. It's an Olsen twin. I'm dumb. I don't know her name. Either way, The Kitchen is about basically Hell's Kitchen, set in 1978, I'm pretty sure. It was 78, not 60. It was 78, yes, 1978. All their husbands work in the mob, and they all go to jail, and so the women are getting treated badly, and what are they going to do? Screw over the mob, take it over, and run the streets of Brooklyn and Harlem, and just... Alright, let's just get into it. I hated this movie outright. I didn't like it. And my number one thing positive about this movie, the acting. Melissa McCarthy is just, she is a great actress. I mean, I know everyone's known her for like Mike and Molly, Bridesmaid, and all the comedy she does, but she is a great actress. And there is one scene that like, you're like, you can act. There's a reason why she's been nominated for Best Actress, Best Supporting Actress. Like, she's just a great actress, and she's really good in this movie. Tiffany Haddish, I gotta give it up to her. I mean, I really had my doubts. Like, Tiffany Haddish, alright, let's see what she can do. And guess what? She does a really good job. She's kind of a badass in this movie. And then, like I said, the girl from Mad Men, her character made decisions that I did not like where they took her, but I did appreciate her acting, and her acting was good. Every person in this movie, for the most part, was pretty good, except, you know, it's pretty much a cliche mob movie. That's all I got to talk positive about. Now let's just get into the negatives. First things first, what is this story? The story is all over the place. Romance, murderer, mobster, comedy. It is all over the place. And I swear, I promise you, when they're making this movie, they had a checklist of every mob movie cliche and put on a whiteboard and said, check it off, check it off. Every cliche you've ever seen in a mob movie that's better than this movie was put into this movie. And it's just like, we've seen it before. And there's this big old twist at the very end that I saw coming in the first 10 minutes of the movie. At least I did. I was like, I think that thing is going to happen. I think there's going to be something to do with that. And guess what? I was 1000% right. And I'm freaking 19 and I'm dumb. And I called that. So the movie itself was just really predictable. The story is just a mess all over itself. And the characters, they switch motivation. There's literally a scene with a character, there's three best friends of these women. And then all of a sudden, they like argue out of nowhere. And then certain people get killed out of nowhere. And it's like, what the heck? The sound design and the production design was also really good, I will say that. Like, the blood and everything and the gunshots were great. So there was great stuff with that. There's actually, a few deaths. I was like, oh, like, it came out of nowhere. I was like, okay. But it didn't build up to that. Like, there's one character in this movie. I'm pretty sure it's Domhnall Gleeson. I'm pretty sure that was him. I don't even remember his actor's name. I think that was him. He plays this character that comes from out of nowhere. They're like, why did you call him? He's a Vietnam hero, whatever. And he comes into the story, and they never explain, like, why he came and, like, what his purpose was and his background. They gave you little details, but you're like, who is this guy? And they never give you character development. And these characters, like Melissa McCarthy, she has kids, whatever. You never feel the urge of, like, her being in danger. And there's scenes where you have to be scared for her character. There's no character development. This movie is rushing in the first 20 minutes. Things happen. Like, in the first 20 minutes, husbands are in jail and they're already getting money from people and people are already getting shot. Like, there's no development. This movie's trying to rush things. And now, my number one thing, the reason why I made this intro made me so weird. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I've said this in many of my videos. If you watched my videos before, then you know I've said this before. Women deserve to be stars of films. Women need to direct film, all that stuff. Like, women deserve to be paid equally, all of it. I 100% agree with that. But when a movie is literally making women in an entire hour and 43-minute movie, making them pitch perfect and making every male character a dumbass, being used, cartoony, as a guy, I feel offended. I'm gonna be honest. I know, you hate me in the comments. But just me personally, watching this movie, the first half of this movie, every guy in this movie was a dumbass, or not smart, or just over cartoony. There is one mobster guy named Jackie. I remember the actor's name. He plays Jackie. He read and watched every mob movie and put his performance into this, and he was like, I'm gonna be... Like, there's a scene where he growls. Why did he growl? Like, he's like, like, stop. Don't growl. Like, and that's where I get into, like, directing. This is a first-time director, and you can tell. The movie looks good, but dang, was this a first-time director. 1,000% you could tell. There are certain shots and scenes that I'm like, you could have done better. Like, there's just certain shots like you could have done better, or I could have done better, to be honest. But like I said, that men get treated horribly in this movie. And there are a few male actors in this movie that get good moments, but every guy in this movie feels so cartoony or fake, and every women character is praised and a badass, which I'm fine with, because I mean, I do like seeing a mob movie with 3 female leads. You don't really see that, so I'm actually, yeah, go women, make a mob movie with 3 women, do it. But if you give me terrible character development, soulless cliche mob things, and predictability, and just no interesting characters and stuff like that, like Goodfellas is a great mobs movie because it has characters, dialogue, great directing, and it has everything. This movie just feels like, hey, let's put a really cool 1970s song in that scene and have like a montage of guys getting shot and blood and people getting stolen and money and stuff like that, and then have some character talking like in Mobster. Like, there's one scene with Melissa McCarthy, her accent is completely gone. I was like, where'd her accent go? Like, she had an accent. But overall, this is one of the worst movies I've seen the entire year. I honestly feel disgraced as a guy watching this movie because they treat guys like shit. But I mean, I'm all for women, but when you treat guys poorly, like, I feel like, what about us? Like, I know for years and generations, guys have been stars of film. I'm not saying that them being the stars, there's nothing wrong with that. Go for it. But give me at least male characters that have good development and actually feel like a character and not a joke, and have dumb dialogue and make them do dumb decisions and make them feel so weak to points in scenes where the women are just trading off money that the guys feel stupid or the guys feel scared. I mean, it's a mob movie. These mobsters deserve to be scary. I mean, that's a mob movie. And this movie was like, no, women power, which I'm for. I just think they treated guys poorly, and that's my little rant on this. But overall, this movie pretty much sucked. I'm gonna give The Kitchen a D. I think the acting, for the most part, is pretty good, and all the production design, the gunshots, the blood and everything, it definitely felt good. It felt environment. But like I said, there is no development. There's not a great story. The pacing in some parts are some bad, and this movie doesn't know what it is. Is it a mob movie? And like I said, as a guy, I feel like they treated men like trash in this movie compared to like women, which again, go women. But you can't make guys literally pieces of shit the entire movie. Make someone realistic at least. Anyway guys, hope you guys enjoy this review. Please leave a comment down below and tell me what you think. If you've seen this movie, don't hate me, please. It's just my opinion. Anyway guys, see you guys next time. Bye bye guys.